It would be hard to find a more blatant example of hypocrisy than what the CBC is doing right now. The Canadian Radio, Television and Telecommunications Network has condemned the CBC over a broadcast on radio 4 years ago in which 2 of the broadcasters used the N-word 4 times. The CRTC is saying that was wrong, that was inappropriate, and they're demanding that CBC instill new measures so that this will never happen again. The CBC is appealing that decision, saying that the CRTC has overstepped its authority and is now trying to censor the CBC and to interfere with its journalistic independence. And I actually agree with that. The intent of these 2 broadcasters was not to be racist. They were discussing a book that has the N-word in its title. The book isn't racist. Whether you agree or disagree with it, it's a Marxist analysis that compares the treatment of blacks in the United States at the height of the civil rights movement to mistreatment of Quebec francophones in Quebec by the Anglophone elites at that time. So, no intent to be racist. So I'm not concerned that the CBC was racist in broadcasting the N-word. But what I am concerned about is its blatant hypocrisy, and here's why. 2 years ago, the CBC effectively ended the career of one of its premier reporters, 40-year career, award-winning journalist, Wendy Mesley. And why did that happen? Because she had used the N-word not on the air 4 times, but in editorial story meetings 2 times. And her intent wasn't racist either. The first time, she was talking about the same book that the CBC is defending today. And the second time, it was because she wanted to put on her show a black CBC reporter who, at the time of the murder of George Floyd by police, said that she was being called the N-word. And Mesley was furious about that and wanted to put her on her show to talk about racism. But apparently, some of the staff complained to CBC management, and then all hell broke loose. It wasn't enough that Mesley profusely apologized and said she was sorry, she'd made a mistake, and she regretted offending her colleagues. No, that wasn't good enough. The CBC took her off her show, suspended her, essentially buried her for a year. And last July, in a column in the Globe and Mail, she wrote that she was leaving the CBC because while she knew she'd made a mistake, she felt that the CBC had betrayed her and hung her out to dry. And of course, that's exactly what happened. Given the CBC's position today, can you imagine a more hypocritical position? And beyond that, remember last year when the CBC told us that we shouldn't use words like grandfathered and brainstorm because it might offend somebody? Now they're defending the N-word, admittedly for a good reason. All that shows that the CBC, in addition to being hypocrites, exist in an irony-free zone. I'm Lorrie Goldstein of Sun Media. We're always interested in hearing your views, and please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and our YouTube channel.